and I was like freaking out. I was like, oh my god. And then yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I made an application, and then randomly one day, I was just parkouring by myself alone on my computer, and I get a message from Vitality, and he's asking to just call me for a random reason, and then he just invites me to the Lifesteal Discord, and that was just insane. I remember like freaking out, and during that, my mom walked in my room, and she like was giving me laundry, and I was like fuming. I'm like, Mom, I just joined Lifesteal. And then my sister made me like a Rice Krispie treat that said LifestealSMP on it, and it was so cute.
So, right around the end of season 1, Leo, Ash, Spoke, and I knew each other from a completely different server. And I remember I was doing a viewer SMP at the time, completely vanilla, and Leo would join and say, "Clown Pierce, there's this new server. It's called Lifesteal. You should apply." And then I think Spoke knew Parrot and like DM'd him on Twitter, and he got all of us in at the same time. So that's how I joined.
Yeah, me and Clown, like, we used to do like the Civilization events together. I remember I banned him because I thought he was hacking. He was just good. But yeah, DM Parrot, thought I wouldn't get in, and I mean, here we are today. It's kind of crazy. Nervous.
Hey guys. So basically, my good friend over there, Leo, he invited me to the server, saying like, do you want to play on this Minecraft server with me? And I was like, sure. And then I joined, and then it became my life. I do it every day, all day, every day, until I go to bed. And it started with just like a simple little request to join a Minecraft server with them.
Yeah, guys, if you don't know, every other member of Lifesteal is right over there. Everyone say hi.
Aw, that's so sweet.
We love you.
So you guys know Lifesteal is a very competitive server, and sometimes our videos take a really long time. So what is the longest you guys have spent on one server? Maybe Squiddo? Or on one video?
The longest I spent on one video?
One video on the server.
Oh god. In terms of like actually filming it, at least the whole real life, yeah. Which isn't out yet, so obviously it's taking even longer. But even your average Lifesteal video can take like a month to do. It's a lot of work, but it's always worth it because they come out so great. But Ash, what about you?
Season 5 ended 2 years ago. And I have uploaded 0 videos on season 5. So I'd say 2.5 to 3 years probably.
Jumper? Well, I did spend 3 months recording my Viz video. Actually, editing-wise, it took me a month, but I wanted to post it before VidCon last year. So what I did was week before, I spent 50 hours a week editing that video. So I literally just went to the fridge, I grabbed like 5 of my mom's energy drinks, I just chugged them, and I spent 2 full days awake. But after I finished it, I had a haircut in the morning. So during the haircut, I was just like falling asleep, and it was so bad. And then I had to drive home, and I felt like I was just gonna crash my car. It was so bad, so I'm never doing that again. So sometimes things can go insanely bad on the server, and we have horrible deaths where we lose everything. So what is the worst death that you guys have ever had on the server?
So I decided right when I joined Lifesteal that I was gonna do a project where I made this really, really complicated trap that involved like a lot of complicated Minecraft redstone, and it took me a while, and I was working on it. But unfortunately, I didn't actually get a team. So I was just doing this by myself in the middle of nowhere. And what was even worse is that I kept dying, and I died enough that I was on 1 heart. And so I was just sort of sitting around with 1 heart, and then I died to a skeleton. And because I had absolutely no teammates, I was banned for 2 weeks. And so I decided to start working on a different video. Eventually though, somehow the lore worked out and then I got revived and I got to finish the video. But that was pretty bad. That was like around 2 weeks of my life from 1 death.
Alright, bro.
See, I don't die a lot, but my worst death is no one believes me, bro, but I died to the wither, right? But no one believes that, like, I was looking at the chat and that I wasn't just, dude, it was crazy. Dude, bro, my hearts were just like deleting and my texture pack wasn't on for some reason. And I died and the chat was making fun of me and it was just so sad. And, no one believes me though. I was reading the chat, bro.
Hey, you should give the mic to Spoke, bro. I know he's got one. Okay. Picture this, all right? You're spending 12 months plus on a project where you're manipulating all of the friends around you to make sure that this exploit goes perfectly. You can have server domination, and you're about to have, so I'm talking about the wormhole, right? The wormhole, which was supposed to happen 6 months prior, but you want to know why it got postponed 6 months, half a year? It's because this guy at the end decided, wait, this Smoke guy's kind of sus. What is he doing? And he kills me right before I'm gonna pull the exploit on Parrot. He just jumps down, starts critting me out. I die, I have nothing. Parrot's like, bro, what are you doing? Maypick exposes the dupe glitch, and I got banned for 3 months. It was awful. It was awful. I forgive you, Maypick.
Sorry, bro.
It's okay. It's okay.
So, teammates are really important on Lifesteal. You guys know that. There's a lot of betrayals, there's a lot of horrible, horrible things. But what is your favorite team that you've ever had? Because I know mine. Mine was the team at the end of season 6, where it was Minute and Bacon. Oh, and Maypick. And it was called the Chunkpire, which is kind of an insane name. But Clown, what's your favorite team you've ever had?
I was in the trunk pile.
Oh wait, you were in the Chunkpire?
Yeah.
So you better say that was your favorite team then.
Well, I love everybody to death, but I think the most reliable team I've had is the PMC in season 5.
Rest in peace.
I could always count on them, for certain.
If they're so reliable, why did you betray them?
Because it got boring.
Man, I mean, I've had a lot of great teams. The Chunkpire was pretty good. I think my favorite team might have to be the 3 Heart Trio now.
Blindfold Brothers!
I gotta say the Foundation.
Yo, shout out to Parrot, bro. Poggies forever. Poggies on top.
I still really like the Cleansers. That was a really good one. That was a good one.
Yes.
I like that one.
I like the La La Legion. That was my favorite.
Yes!
I've only ever had one team, and that's Focus!
Even though it didn't really work out at all, I think my favorite team was probably Team Awesome so far.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
This team hasn't come out yet for next season, but the team I'm cooking up, I think has potential to be my favorite one. I don't know if they want to leak it yet, but yeah.
Okay,
I'm excited. I'm excited.
Oh, my favorite team? It was kind of like a pseudo team, but I really liked the Tunnel Rats. We just got everybody in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. So, you guys know that Lifesteal is very PvP focused, but some of the creators don't actually PvP very well, Bacon. So, how do you navigate the server as someone who isn't necessarily like a PvP content creator?
Well, I mean, you die a lot, definitely. You get the nickname Quick Drop, but, which isn't great. But I feel like, even though everyone's always fighting and stuff, you can still make a pretty big difference on the server without having any skill in Minecraft at all. I dropped a few thousand wardens on spawn, and I only got killed by people 5 times during it. And I can just keep crafting hearts, it's okay. So I just feel like you have to get creative, and you have to sort of lose all of your dignity of seeing your name in a death message or chat. But it can work out, you know?
Yeah, like what Bacon said, it's easy to think that the only way to succeed is with PvP on a server like Lifesteal, but you've got to get creative. Like for example, I just hack. And I know some other people here too, not saying any names. But like, I did the peace trials. There's so many things you can do, so many ways to get creative. So even if, yeah, you are dying over and over again, that doesn't mean you can't still make an amazing video in your own way.
So I know that I've definitely been really, really mad on the server at some point. So what is the maddest you've ever been at someone on the Lifesteal SMP?
Okay, so this season, we obviously only had one base. And I spent like 8 months fighting Clown for the base. And when I finally got it, I had it for 1 weekend before Flame trapped my logout spot and got rid of it for everybody. No, that was the most mad I've ever been. I think I paced around my room for like actually 25 minutes, just doing nothing.
Bro, the most mad I ever been is when I was trying to organize my fight for my freaking video, and you blew it up! You blew it up! You ruined my fight, bro!
Yeah, that's fair. I think probably the most mad I've been is during season 5. I spent the entire season spamming my team's group chat. Hey guys, can we log on and get something done? And then on the last week of the server, they both betray me and kill me, and I banned off the server. That was probably it.
I don't want to hear what Rekrab has to say. I feel like he's never mad.
Oh, don't ask. I don't. When have I been mad? Like
Just
on the
very
server?
frustrated.
I don't know. I like.
See, he's never mad.
I don't have an answer. I probably have an answer, but I can't think of one.
This one, I don't think anyone's gonna expect this one, but during season 2 of Lifesteal, me and my friends, the MOB, we were fighting against the Smoke and Parrots team for quite a while, right? I had a very, like, one-on-one beef with Vortex Dragon. He got really mad at me, and I got really mad at him. And it got to a point where one day, I like walked into my base and I got crystal, which isn't allowed. You're not allowed to crystal people on the LifestealSMP. That's not allowed, you know? But he killed me with a crystal, and then because I logged out to avoid dying, Eric like slash killed me. I got like slash killed for combat logging on someone who cheated to kill me. And then after that, we had a very serious discussion about content on the server, and everything changed from then on. But yeah, we learned to not be mad at each other like that.
Look, Sam,
So
sometimes it's like you gotta follow the rules, and if you stick by them, you'll see success. Stick by the rules, guys. Trust
But then at the end of the season, abandon all rules and kill people with hacks. Like, I was just recording a video with Squid Out, and then she just one-shots me, and then Minute was like, yo, you wanna meet up? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'd love to talk about stuff. Boom, just instant death. It's just like, trust nobody.
Clown, what do you think?
it might be the infamous Duraption Dragon Egg crash. It might be when you kept on egging us on to give you the egg. Even though I said, no, let's do it in an obsidian box, you're gonna run through the portal if you get it. I am paranoid, and I was making a point. Don't make me crash out live on stage.
Yo, real quick, can we all get some booze for the Duraption?
Oh my god, now everyone at VidCon thinks that you guys are booing us. Wait, can we get some cheers now? Yeah!
The maddest I've ever been? So in season 5, there was this thing called the election arc, and I was given access to the server's console. I was so mad at some of the really bad things happening that I just gave myself items because I was so mad. And I gave myself creative mode as well. I guess that's anger.
Anyone else? Alright, so as you guys know, well, I joined in season 6, and that was pretty recently. That was almost a year ago. And beforehand, I didn't really know anyone super well, but now I can basically call everyone up here one of my best friends. So,
Aww.
So what was it like, meeting everyone in real life for the first time?
It was like weird. I was like, no way they're real. Because the first time I met everyone in real life, like as like an actual like group trip, was at Spoke's house. And I just felt so weird because I was like the new guy in the server and like already in his house. I'm like, oh, hey, sorry, I didn't mean to trip over that, or like it was weird, especially because they all have their own inside jokes. But yeah, get used to it. It's weird.
Yeah, you get used to it fast. Like, I remember, like, with most, like, the first, like, 10 or 15 people that I met for the first time, it's, like, weird to see their face and be like, oh, that's what they look like. But after, like, 5 or 10 minutes, it's kind of over, and it's just, like, I don't know, it's so normal, because we're all, like, friends online, and then you're just friends in person. These are, like, some of the most fulfilling, like, moments of my life, just, like, meeting up, like, the dinner we had yesterday, that was just so cool.
Do you have any funny moments meeting anyone, Ash?
Oh, funny moments?
Yeah, or
I don't think there's any funny moments I can say on stage in front of the crowd right now. But I think it's safe to say that this isn't really a sober anymore. It's not even an SMP like every other SMP you might think of. Because the thing that I think set us apart and allowed us to stay for so long is that we're genuinely all each other's best friends. And I think that's the key to anything. If you're passionate enough and you surround yourself by people who you love and who love you, there's genuinely no end to it. So I think everything we do, including this, has been a testament to that.
I gotta say,
Except the rap sheet.
Oh, we love to rap.
it's a little weird, like, because, okay, like, obviously we've all met each other in real life. It's a little weird seeing all you guys in real life. Like, I don't know, I'm sort of used to seeing everybody, like, in Twitch chat, and now, like, you guys are gonna come up to me and say, like, yo, can you kill Clown Pierce? And I'm not gonna really be able to ban you from my chat there, so, but you know.
I mean, you want to go? Okay, bet. Well, I think the funniest first interaction I had with a Lifestealer was Ashwag. I remember I saw him, he looked very nervous. He was just like, hey Spoke, I know it's my first time meeting you, hello. And he like was super shaky, and I mean, but finally he opened up, and I mean, I'm happy you're on stage here today.
The first time I met Spoke, I
world.
tackled him to the ground.
We're not gonna tell them that story, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, for me, it's pretty like straightforward. Like, I don't know, everyone's like pretty much the exact same. Like, I don't know, everyone's like just the same. So it feels really normal. Yeah, like it's cool though. Like, definitely the first time seeing people, like it was just cool because you know, like I was like a super like big fan of Lifesteal SMP. Like some of you guys might be in the crowd, and like I see Clown Pierce for the first time. Like I'm like, oh my god, it's Clown Pierce. Like I get an early face reveal, and it was like cool. So, yeah.
I think it's pretty funny how we all live in completely different parts of the world. But a couple times a year we meet up at VidCon or TwitchCon or wherever else. And it's almost like everybody just lives down the street at that point. It's like, oh, you know, it's that person that I know. Even though they live like miles and miles away on the other side of the world. You know, like it's weird how that works out like that. Even though you see them just a couple times a year, they still feel very close.
I think meeting everyone's pretty normal. I don't know. I don't think there's anything weird about meeting each other for the first time. It's a pretty normal experience, you know, nothing crazy. It's a little daunting at first, but yeah, no, pretty normal experience.
yeah, seeing you today was a really normal experience.
It was really normal. I liked
For the first time.
it was very normal seeing everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been yellow all week. We've been trying to get him to take it off.
So first time I met any of these people, I had no idea who they were, and this terrifying radioactive goblin prince runs up to me and wraps his arms around me and tackles me and is yelling, Spino! And I had no idea who he was, so I was terrified. But now, of course, he is my best friend, Prince Zam. But it was scary at first.
I get really excited. I'm sorry. You do that.
Cool. So, as you guys know, the server is super competitive, and sometimes we can kind of get frustrated with each other, but that's also hard because we're all such amazing friends in real life. So how is it navigating that sort of like dynamic where we're all amazing friends, but online sometimes we're fighting, sometimes we're griefing each other? Like, how do we sort of navigate something like that?
I go. Wait, what was the question?
Like, isn't it hard to?
Yeah, it's sometimes. I mean, I think we all know that in game it doesn't reflect what we feel about each other in person. But sometimes we get in the spur of the moment, and you kind of gotta let everyone know, like, at everyone, yo guys, let's chill out for a second. But no, we all know that it's all game. We don't actually feel heated against each other when something goes wrong. Talk it out, and yeah.
Yeah, like we have meetings like every month where we just meet up and we'll talk about what we're doing, and I think that makes it really big. For me at least, I feel like I don't tend to get super mad or frustrated because I approach Lifesteal as like whatever happens. You know, if I get insta-killed, exploited on, or betrayed, like, I don't know, that's just kind of what the server is for me, so. But it's good, I like it.
Once you enter like the realm of being in real life with each other, everything basically falls away. I mean, I died 4 times in season 6, and 2 of which were Spoke using a mace hack to one-shot me twice at the very end. And we're over here, we're still best buds, you know, so it's all for content. It doesn't really matter when you get to like each other in real life, you know? You're not gonna be angry at each other at all.
Yeah, it can get really interesting too when we like, because it's obviously played up, because if we didn't have problems with each other on the server, there would be no content. But it's like, I'll be live and me and like Spoke will be like yelling at each other, full screen battling, and then I'll end and he'll be like, yo, you wanna play Clash Royale, bro? And we'll just like play Clash with DC and not even talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, this was especially difficult back during the wormhole days with Parrot because obviously, like, I definitely used like, there was definitely some moments like we'd be in like a call talking about like Clash Royale or something, and then I'd be like, hey bro, like, when do you want to meet up for me to show you the exploits? And then I know I'm just gonna like put them in the wormhole like the next week. And I also made sure whenever I knew I was going to just exploit on someone, I made sure that I wouldn't like be on like a trip with them next week, or like I made sure I wouldn't like be near them after I did my thing. But yeah, I'm glad you forgave me, Clown. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you failed to do that last step with me, huh?
Well, I know some people have been IRL mad at me for some of the things I've done to them. For example, Darapchu. I'm really sorry. So, I mean, I don't know, I just posted the video, but I Truman showed Darapchu for a week. And after that, Darapchu was just genuinely mad. And like for a few hours, I just would tune into his stream and he would be like, bro, what is real? Like, I am so mad at Jumper Who. Like, he was somewhat IRL mad at me, but I think we're good now, right? Okay.
Bro was a big role in that video, and then Darapchu like was crashing out. Yeah, you were. Yeah, he's up there crashing out, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, but like obviously, like, you know, Darapchu's cool, bro. He knows, like, it was funny.
To be fair, when Jumper gets you, it's diabolical. You do not want to be in Jumper with him.
Well, speaking of breaking rules on the server, what is the worst rule all of you guys have ever broken? I don't think I've broken any rules. Maybe I've watched people's streams by accident, but I think that's all. But what is the worst rule you guys have ever broken?
Yeah.
Do I want to answer this question?
Sitting right next to me.
The biggest rule I've broken on Lifesteal is there's normal rules, like don't use crystals, which I've done, don't hack, which I've done, don't exploit, which I've done, don't admin abuse, which I've done. But I
Maybe
guess
what was your favorite rule to break?
getting creative mode, there's a special joy in giving yourself creative mode. So I think that's probably the most disgusting rule I've broken. Wait, this isn't a rule, but I can see people's IP address through console. So one time,
Say one right now.
so I found, one time in season 5, I found out an enemy's IP address, and I may or may not have used it to my advantage to alter the odds in a fight. If that's a rule break. Does anyone else want to answer, please?
So for me, it's a better question of which rule haven't I broken. During season 5, I wanted to use packs, but I knew I wasn't allowed. But luckily for me, the server owner had a crush on me. So I did whatever I wanted because I knew I wouldn't get in trouble for it. So I broke all of them. Spook, I think you should.
Okay. Well, I've been contemplating saying this because I haven't actually said this on any video or anything, but so the wormhole was actually going to be done in a different way. It incorporated going to Parrot's house.
What?
Talking, making sure that Parrot went out with Woogie or someone to go play tennis. But I would ask his mom, be like, hey, Parrot left something in his room. I need to go grab it.
Yo, you're committed, bro.
Oh my god. I would then go into the room and preferably he would have his password saved to the console panel, and using Inspect Element, you can just easily switch the text type from password to text. I can take a picture of it, go home, sign into the panel, console, in his account, and the server would be mine. I can just kick him out of it, or just change the password if I wanted to.
Bro, you are insane. What?
I'm glad that didn't happen. This plan never went through, unfortunately.
Why are you nodding, Ash? You knew about this?
Yeah, we were gonna go to Parrot's house and steal everything.
Actually, Parrot's in the crowd right now. I think he's somewhere over there. What's up, Parrot? Everyone cheer for Parrot X2. Yeah!
That's a lie.
Parrot's not in the crowd.
Maybe he's watching on the live stream.
So a few of us have joined really early on, but there's 3 of us that actually joined in season 6. So what is it like joining in a later season when everyone kind of already knows how to play on the server? When I joined, I literally had no idea what I was doing. I feel like I was just winging it, and it took an entire year to kind of figure out how to PvP, how to, I don't know, make a base. But yeah, how was it for you when you joined?
I mean, when I joined, I had countless experience on other servers. So I mean, it was fine for me. It's just oh, okay, another server, in terms of taking it over and stuff like that. So it was pretty easy for me, I guess. But I guess am I the only?
I joined in season 5, but it was pretty hard to get used to the combat because everyone else was already used to it. It was my first time. Clownfierce was my first teammate on the server, so he helped teach me a lot of things I know now. But in the first fight I ever had on Lifesteal, I tabbed out of my game and I died, in the worst way possible. But I practiced with him a bunch. He taught me a lot of what I know now, and yeah.
And then he betrayed you.
And then he betrayed me in the end.
That
but now we're
fight
teammates
tapped
again.
out is why I betrayed you, by the way. You failed me.
All right, well, we have some trivia for the audience, and if you get it right, then you'll win Lifesteal merch. So don't yell it out if you think you know it. Just raise your hand and we'll choose on someone. But be really quiet if you know the answer, so we can let them answer. All right, Minute, do you want to? If you want to ask the first question.
All right, this should be pretty easy for most of you, but I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. How well do you guys know? All right.
Raise your hand.
Raise your hand. Don't shout it out. Who killed people if they liked pancakes better than waffles? How do I even see someone? You in the front. How do I? Yeah! Our employee SB handing out the Lifesteal merch. Look at that. This is awesome.
Can we all cheer for SB right now?
We love you.
Okay, next question.
Oh, okay. This is a really difficult one. Really difficult one. What was Clown, Leowalk, and Minitech's team name during season 5?
I hope nobody gets this.
Guys, this last one's really hard. So,
Buckle in. This
Wayne
is tough.
has to be at the top.
All right, this is the hardest question. All right, so what is the maximum amount of hearts a player can have on Lifesteal? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try and pick someone super far in the back. Okay, you all the way in the back with the white sweater. Yeah, you right there. Put your hand back up. You, yeah, you. Yeah, yeah, you. You're right there. Yeah, you. How many?
Maybe have SB pick somebody.
Come closer. Wait, right here in the white. 20 hearts, there you go.
Let's get
SB,
it.
give it to both of them. Give both to him. SB, give it to the other guy too.
Yeah, the other guy.
Well done on the quiz, guys. You did well.
Yeah, RecRap actually wrote all of those questions, so.
Yeah, she just jammed me on that. I was like, I wrote them in like 2 minutes. Hopefully they're okay.
I have a secret question that I want to ask before the last one. A bonus question. Alright? And I'm asking you this question. Who's the best member of Lifesteal? There's only one answer.
Not you, bro, not you.
There's only one answer. Yeah, you over here. What's the answer? Yes! SB, give them everything.
The person talking to Ash, by the way, is wearing like a costume of him. They are wearing an Ash Rat cosplay. They have his nameplate on.
Okay, guys, we have a very special thing here, all right? So Spoke is gonna ask all of you a question, and then you guys are going to, basically, he's gonna ask a question, and then we're gonna have everybody cheer for one answer, and everyone cheer for a different answer, all right?
Yeah, like a would you rather.
Ask a would you rather question.
Oh, would you rather?
Yeah.
Okay, he did not tell me about this.
We did not tell him. We thought it'd be better if we
All
did
right.
it on the fly.
Would you rather spend 24 hours with Parrot and Olivia Rodrigo, or 24 hours with Clown Pierce and Duraptu?
So, if you want the first answer, Karen and Olivia Rodrigo, everybody cheer. Alright, now that was pretty good, but for the second answer,
Clown and Duraptu.
wow.
Really, guys?
That was pretty close, honestly, that was pretty close.
All right, I think Minute has one more question.
Alright, I have a pretty tough one, but whoever answers it correctly is going to get a Lifesteal hoodie, okay? Okay, so in Lifesteal Season 5 and 6, I reached the server's max of 20 hearts. Who were the 2 players that I got the final hearts from in both seasons? There's 2 players. Does anyone know?
It's a tough one.
Yeah, you in the white hat with your hand up. You might have to come up a little bit so I can hear you.
Yell it really loud.
Bro, I don't even know the answer. Wait, actually I do. Shoot.
No, you're close. You with your hand up right there, yeah. So which 2 players? Yeah, it's 2 players, 2 names. I can't hear you. Yeah, that's correct.
Good job.
I have one final bonus question, because the other ones were too easy. What
I don't know
are
if we have
the
any more.
exact coordinates that SB737 gave me on Discord to give me a mace? Anybody? You in the back? Nobody? Man. Alright, next time.
All right, well, I think now we're going to take some audience questions. So just raise your hand and then yell it really loud, or maybe you can come towards the front. All right, you in the front?
or Spanish?
Why did we get asked that? Why did that happen?
Okay.
Why?
All right. How about you right there? Yeah. Ashwan?
Bro, they just asked me if Sam actually called me at 2 a.m. to ask me how to tie shoelaces.
That didn't happen. It didn't happen.
He actually called me at 4 a.m. asking me how do I tie shoelaces, and I had to FaceTime him a tutorial. Yes.
This never happened. This literally never happened. You made up a story.
Prince Sam does not know how to tie shoelaces.
You made up a whole story. This never happened. I know how to tie. My shoes are tied. I know how to tie my shoes.
I tied your shoes today, bro.
You didn't tie my shoes today. That didn't happen.
You in the orange in the front row.
I would choose the letter H. Hey, which
Letter.
letter would you choose out of the alphabet? I would choose the letter H.
He would
Why
definitely choose
H?
the letter H.
No bias, I would choose the letter M. Me too.
Wow, real cool minute.
Yeah?
You picked the letter M.
Yo, should we give you guys mics to ask your questions, maybe? Yo, SB, you want to run around with a mic? Oh, okay, we got give me mics. Yo, can we get a cheer for a special adult?
Hello, Sphinx.
Hello. We have a trusted adult.
All right. How about you in like the you in the row.
Come up and ask
You
it.
can come up.
Oh god.
In Brandy's In Brandy's carnival, what was like the most difficult carnival ride for you guys?
The Ferris wheel. Definitely the Ferris wheel. That one was hard. Or no, the roller coaster. We were there for 6 hours.
That
we were there
roller
for 6
coaster
hours.
was the worst thing ever. So like no one competed. You had like one turn on the roller coaster. And then a few days later, Branson was like, okay, let's bring everyone to do a relay race. So we brought like so many people to do this relay race, and it still took us 3 to 4 hours with like 10 people. It was so bad.
I was in that recording, I logged off, I ate dinner, I came back, and they still had not completed the roller coaster. It was absurd.
I remember for the Ferris wheel, there was big dispensers that were shooting the explosives out, and they were kind of visible. So whenever I went through it, I took out the explosives. The dispenser would fire, and I would put them back. So I was never at any risk of getting exploded.
Oh, should I pick a question? Okay. Right there. Yeah. Oh, we might need a mic. I don't. We tried to yell it. It's okay. Check. What is that?
Removing the worst players.
Oh, you think we should kick bacon? Cheer if we should kick bacon.
So the question was, would you ever consider removing the worst players?
Yo, that's like not even necessary. Why would we do that?
I
should have a
guess I'm
tournament.
going to then.
I cannot I cannot believe people cheer to pick bacon. That is insane. I did not expect that to happen.
All right. Somebody ask a better question than that, because that one was not very nice. All right, in the back with the rainbow hoodie.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
All right. What was your favorite season? That was a very normal question. I'm shocked.
Personally, mine was season 4 with Poopies.
Oh, Poopies was maybe.
That was WR.
Poopies was so great. That was like the best content ever, because I logged on and there was this immortal Endermite that one shot.